Peace everyone, it's Tamika the Show. How are you? Peace on my goddesses. Peace on my co-creators. Okay, so I've actually done this video twice. Three times. And I keep going over time. It was supposed to be a really short video, but I have three things to talk about. The first is OCM, Oil Cleansing Method. Look it up. I'm not going to divulge my oils because my mama told me I need to keep some stuff to myself and sell it. So stop giving everything away from free. So I'm going to try and do that. Currently, the goal for the oil that I'm using right now is to get rid of scarring and to make my moles become more prominent and not look like scarring. And so that's the scarring there, and as you can see, it really is going away. The moles on my forehead are actually, you can't really see them at all right now, which is great. I have a mole right here on my nose that looks like dirt usually, but it's going away as well. Not going away, but it looks like a mole now and not like dirt. And the ones on my forehead look like moles. Actually, you can't really see them on the camera, which is good. Look like moles, unraised moles. And the ones on my face are really becoming prominently moles and not look like scarring. So I think that's working pretty well. And I'll keep trialing the dry. My mother's going to trial the oil for oily skin until about June, and then if I see, you know, phenomenal results, then I'll put it on ETSY or something. Alright, so that was first thing. Second thing is I was asked to participate in an Ayurvedic hair challenge, and I emailed this sister and I let her know that I wasn't going to participate, and I can be very curt in my language, and I know that. I'm a very to the point type person, and daily, everyday like conversation. And so I think I offended her a little bit because she gave me kind of a ranty, maybe she thought she's going off on me type email back. And you know, I apologized for my well, I didn't apologize for my curtness. I apologized if it appeared rude to her, and that I understood that I can be curt, and I wasn't, you know, my intention wasn't to be rude. So I'm going to preface this with this. My intention for what I'm about to say is to give a clear understanding as to why I did not accept the Ayurvedic hair challenge. It is not my intention to offend anyone, and if you're offended, I strongly suggest that you look within yourself and see what it is about my words that have offended you, because my intention is clearly not to offend. So the reason why I did not accept the Ayurvedic challenge, and I'm doing this on camera so that you have facial expression and you have tonation because of my voice, because that sometimes makes a difference in conversations with me. So that's why I'm doing it on video. So the reason why I didn't accept the Ayurvedic hair challenge, is because I do not think it's exploitation, and there's no way for me to like sugarcoat that. I feel as though we're exploiting the Indian spirituality of Ayurvedic practices by not knowing about those practices. It's kind of like saying Nam Ho Urenge Ho and expecting that chant to change your world. It's not, because you don't have a foundation of the beliefs, you don't understand the principles, you don't even know what you're saying truly verbatim, and who you're saying it to. And the same thing goes with the Ayurvedic principles. What I told the sister is that I wanted to look it up to get a very clear understanding of what it is as a religion or spirituality or as a lifestyle, and it just so happens that it's a lifestyle, and that I wasn't going to commit myself to something that I wasn't completely clear on. Of course, I know what Ayurvedic is. You know, you know, I'm not even going to get into that because it'll take too long, and I've already done this video like 3 times, and I got a little heated towards the end, the last one. So I'm not even going to get into that part of it. But I will say that having done research over the past, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, I understand now, you know, that this is a lifestyle. It's also spirituality, but there are a lot of things within it that you need to understand for the products to really work. I think, you know, the British went to India and told the Indian people that they could not have the Ayurvedic lifestyle, that they had to convert, and they took this lifestyle away from a huge amount of people. And it's sad that now the main people who are exploiting these Ayurvedic principles, or I shouldn't even say principles, but products, it's not even a principle, it's just products, are the British. If you look at the distribution for most of the Ayurvedic products on the market right now, it is distributed through the UK, and I find that very sad. And also you need to know, like, the foundation of the Ayurvedic principles. They go off of the four elements of life, which is fire, water, air, and ground, or earth. And without understanding those principles, what those principles means in the Ayurvedic foundation, you could be using products that you really shouldn't be using, even though it may help your hair today. And the belief system of the Ayurvedic principles, ultimately it'll do you damage. If a person who is fire is using products not meant for fire, could jeopardize their health in the long run, per the beliefs of the Ayurvedic principles. And I think that's the part that I have problems with, because it may sound good, it may even look good temporarily, but ultimately through the beliefs of the Ayurvedic lifestyle, it's not going to do you any good. And so I say all that to say, I'm not going to participate in the Ayurvedic hair challenge after thought and research. I'm just not going to do it. I will continue to research. It is a phenomenal lifestyle, and I will continue to research the lifestyle. But currently, with the little bit of knowledge that I have, I feel as though all I'll be able to do is ruin myself, more than I would help myself by doing that challenge. But I say those who are doing it, do it well, and hopefully you've done some research, and you're not just using the products, but you understand the foundational principles of Ayurvedic lifestyle and spirituality. You understand, just where it came from, and the God that came from, the God doctor that came out of the churning of the milk, and all that you get those principles prior to using the Ayurvedic products. I'm really not into exploiting people or things, products, at all. And I really rather, look at exactly what's going on. So that leads me to the third thing. And I hope, my phone is ringing again. I'm not getting that. So it truly is ringing. Just the thing it wasn't. Yeah, I'm not going to do the challenge. So here's the third thing I want to talk about. I have hit my goal for January for my weight release, and I haven't been talking about it very much, and I only have a minute to talk about it now, but I haven't been talking about it very much because the idea is not to focus on the negative, but to focus on the positive. And so instead of constantly thinking, I gotta release this weight, I gotta release this weight, I gotta release this weight, which I do, I have to release the weight, I'm more thinking of, I have to eat 7 meals, I have to work out, I have to do my pH balancer, I have to do my good weed, I have to take in 120 ounces of water a day, I have to take my supplements. I'm thinking more on the steps and processes that will get me to the point of where I want to be, more than where I'm at. Because ultimately, thinking about where I want to be reminds me of where I'm at. And I don't want to think about where I'm at, and thus I can't think about where I want to be. I have a goal set in my mind, but I'm not going to dwell in that goal. So that's what that's all about. Yeah, that's what that's all about. So I haven't talked about it too much. I'm not going to say so much more. Again, be well, be safe, be peace. And my words were intended to explain why I was not participating in the Ayurvedic hair challenge. But again, if you're doing it, more power to you, and I wish you well on that. Be well, be safe, be peace. It's Tamika Lachelle. Thank you for watching.